The air in the face, coupled with the fluctuating beat of the heart and the creation of a cadence that is the backbone of Bill Byrne's professional life.
Some people say I'm insane because I climb mountains and do things that they wouldn't do, but that's just what I do. I am probably a little crazy. I mean, I sort of approach it like I do this. It's like all or nothing, but that's just my makeup.
You may think that this, to Bill, is cycling, which surely is partially true, but when you step into the world of bing, bang, boom, be prepared to have an uncontrollable emotional response that is targeted to elicit a feeling that is created by music that motivates an audience to feel a certain way. With over 30 years as a professional composer, sound designer, and producer, Byrne began in the business in 1988 after creating the production group. He pared back his operation after nearly 10 years in the business and closed the company, making room for Bing Bang Boom in 1998, a new company focusing on creating music and effects for both his clients and his music library.
This one I started, I had this idea, I don't know where it came from, but it was in the strings and it went something like this. Built giant pounding drums. I'll solo out. We've got some choirs in here. And then everything comes all together like this. Some days you write absolute crap and then spend a week trying to fix it, and other days it comes out great. But it's not a given that you're going to be able to, make something. Luckily, I don't know, knock on wood, but luckily, if you just keep at it, you get better, and luckily people have liked what I do, but I certainly don't take it for granted. As a composer that deals with visuals, your job is to affect people's emotions. Sad, happy, dark, poignant. I mean, in the data that we use to describe our music, that's one of the key things because people search now using the data that we embed in the file.
With music and sound effects credits that range from movie trailers for films like Exodus, Gods and Kings, to opening music for television news shows like CBS's News with Katie Couric, or music for campaigns for all the major television networks, Bill has created a calling card with a long list of music credits to fall back on.
I've been lucky in that I've learned the language of promoting television shows and films, and so I make things that have that language, and then hopefully the customers like it. And I get feedback from certain clients, and they say, hey, we need this fantasy drone where it's dark but it's sparkly and magical. And so I go into the lab and try to come up with that, and if I do it right, then they use it and it winds up in a trailer.
Growing up in Spangle, Washington, to a fairly conventional family, Bill took to music quite unconventionally at first.
My mom forced me to play the piano. I went to musical kindergarten. My sister was better. I kind of sucked, but I would make up little things. My father had these tape machines, but he wasn't around much, and so I started making my own things at a very early age. And then I heard Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon in 1973 with all the sounds and the music and choirs and guitars, and I was like, that's it for me. That's what I want to do.
Today, as he splits his time between administering international publishing, composing, producing, and marketing, Bill somehow always comes back to the creation of the music, especially when he gets a chance to record live tracks in his studio.
Right up on the It's huge. I mean, there's just nothing that sounds like real people playing real music. Yeah, the computers are great at it, and it's great, but you take something that you start with inside the computer, and then you add the real people on, and it just comes to life because it's imperfect and there's that emotion and feeling.
Emotions and feelings are precise descriptions of a creative project that Bill and others have been producing for the Union Gospel Mission. By donating their time and labor, music and proceeds from their creative efforts go to help fund the mission at the national level.
I just wanted to give them something that was greater than perhaps what I could give them time-wise or financial. And then I got all of these great people together, the singers and players together as well. And they've all come together and given their time. A couple of weeks ago, we had 8 or 9 people in singing backups, Robert Vaughn and Angela Hunt on lead vocals, and it just makes the hair stand up on your arm. They're so good. You hear these things in your head and you think, yeah, it's going to be this way, and then they take it so much farther because they're so talented, and you're left just going, I hope I pushed the record button. Usually I find that the people that are just so talented are just so humble.
When the word humble is used, Bill's demeanor can be measured with the best, as someone who has reached the pinnacle of success in such a demanding and competitive business.
It depends on what you call success, right? I call success being able to get up every day, have that cup of coffee, and do what it is I enjoy doing. A long time ago, while you're climbing, it mattered a lot more, but now it doesn't really. I'm going to do this anyway, and so I appreciate the fact that people like my material, but I figure I'm successful by being able to do what it is I love in life every day, and that to me is my biggest success, and the rest of it is just okay. I'm okay with that, as long as someday I get paid.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.